Wait, do I look at you or the camera? I am Jack Danado. I'm a junior at LT and I like video games. My favorite game is Mirror's Edge.
Why is it?
It's probably one of the most unique games I've ever played. It's a first-person game like most of the shooter gun games, but you can complete it without firing a single bullet. You can pick up guns, but they're very unwieldy and they slow you down. It's my favorite game, and I wouldn't even say it's the best game I've ever played. Personally, it's my favorite because it's just so unique and so interesting. It tried new concepts and failed in a lot of ways. It has a lot of flaws, but it's still just a great experience.
You don't know anything.
I'd probably say Portal. Well, there's really no other game like Portal. It's a puzzle game, but it's not presented like a puzzle game. Where it's not like a okay, here's a puzzle, you have to solve this. It's sort of, well, here's a gun, get from point A to point B using this crazy cool portal system.
Test chamber completed.
You know, they're all good. I never really liked the Gears of War series. The campaign was okay, but the multiplayer I could never get into. Because I think people are kind of burned out on the Call of Duty series, because we've gotten a Call of Duty game every year for the past 4 years. And they've all been okay, pretty good games, but they haven't changed a whole lot.
Sir, just falling inside our formation!
They're multiplayer-wise, Halo 2, I would say unquestionably, because it was the first one that had Xbox Live capabilities, so that might have been why people look at it fondly, because it was their first online Halo experience. But when I think about that game, it was just so well-balanced and so interesting. The dual wielding was great in there, and every map in that game was probably one of the best maps, or that collection of maps was probably one of the best collections ever in a Halo game.
I won't.
Pretty much any 3D Sonic game, I'd say. Because they've all just been awful. Sonic did not do well at gaining another dimension. Maybe the team that makes Sonic isn't good with 3D. They don't know how to develop in 3D too well. Because in 2D is so simple, it's much simpler to make a solid, tight game. With 3D, you have the problem of camera angles. Sonic suffers from that a lot. I really hated those games. They were awful. I like games. I mean, I like games that most people don't like. It's pretty hard to get me to dislike a game. Aside from Sonic.
After I'd been shot.
Red Dead Redemption. I could not get into that game. Didn't like it. It's basically Grand Theft Auto, but in the Old West, where you're like a cowboy and you're riding a horse. There's some time travel going on here.
You can't